Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 2, Episode 94. We are back at NXT TV. I am here with the one and only son who brings it, Cohen Michael Brillette. Cohen, what's going on, buddy?
What up, guys? I can't wait.
Can't wait, guys. All right, we get a recap. Well, this is actually Episode 94. We are just 7 shows away from NXT TakeOver 100, our 100th show.
Which I will be,
of
course, recording. I'm on mostly every important one. Sometimes I'm on not important.
But Cohen's here today, guys, so here we go.
I'm always on this.
We get a recap of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, hitting all the highlights. We see Mr. NXT retaining the NXT Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. We see the Asuka defeating Bayley for the NXT Women's World Championship, Cohen. And we see Sami Zayn defeating Kenny Omega and the Elite being forced to leave NXT. We see a graphic of William Regal having a few announcements, Cohen, later tonight regarding NXT TakeOver 100, our 100th show later. We got the crowd to a hot start here, guys. 88B+. Let's keep it going right out the gate. Tom Phillips, Nigel McGuinness, and Steve Carino Cohen welcome us to NXT. Tom Phillips is at tonight on NXT. We're going to have one hell of a show. They then hype some announcements coming up from the NXT Commissioner, William Regal, pretty shortly after the first match exactly. And Tom Phillips adds he's been told it will shape NXT TakeOver 100. So what's exactly going to happen over the TakeOver 100, Cohen? You don't know, but I do because I booked it. We're about to find out in a second. So let's keep going and see what the opening match.
I find out soon because I want to know the main event.
We'll see what happens. Here we go.
Yeah, I might not.
And about that, at Good Wrestling, Cohen, and a decent reaction, Eric Young defeats Adam Cole in 11 minutes with a quick roll-up. A 66 and 65. No other notes other than that. Both were very solid. Eric Young, Cohen, is continuing to improve. After the match, the bell sounds, Cohen, as Eric Young of Sanity slides out of the ring and raises his hands in the air highly as the camera focuses on Adam Cole.
Baby!
Taking a deep breath and putting his head in his hands while shaking it. Adam Cole stands up and kicks the bottom rope, not happy with himself or his performance, and walks up the ramp extremely upset, Cohen. Remember, Andrade Cien almost beat Adam Cole just a few days ago at NXT TakeOver.
I did not know that because I did not do record.
He's going to have to see that one. Here we go, guys.
I'm going to make sure to catch up. I haven't been watching.
He's been busy. He's been doing Minecraft mods. 75 B-. Next up, Cohen, we get a video package of William Regal recapping at Brooklyn TakeOver 4, where William Regal announced the formation, Cohen, of the NXT United States Tag Team Championships. Now, Cohen, it's going to be like the Women's Intercontinental Championship, guys. It'll be the second tag team title from the top, much like the U.S. and the Intercontinental is in WWE. We're going to have a second set of tag teams because we have so many good tag teams. The qualifying matches, Cohen, will start next week.
Also, I have something to say at the end.
Go ahead.
No, I'm going to say it at the end.
Okay.
So it doesn't, mess it up.
Next up, William Regal's in the ring. The fans begin to chant NXT Cohen, which causes him to put his hand up. William Regal thanks the audience for an amazing reception in Brooklyn for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. It says it on the back. He's announcing a few matches for TakeOver 100. The fans cheer. William Regal says that at NXT TakeOver 100, Cohen, the Authors of Pain will defend their NXT Heavyweight Tag Team Championships against both DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, who got to stay because, of course, Zayn beat Omega, and the Revival. A ridiculous match. A triple threat tag team match. 91A, Cohen. The performance was great. What do you think about that match?
Also, it is going to be like a real match.
It's going to be
because, a year ago that match happened or so.
It was going to happen, but remember, the Bucks came in
and
ruined it. All sorts of tomfoolery. And then it was going to happen again, and then the Usos came and ruined it. It's been crazy. We're going to get it this time, guys. I promise you we're going to get this match. And for those of you who are wondering, we are in Nevada tonight at the Star of the Desert Arena, 91A. All right, next up, the fans cheers. Regal looks around again. Regal continues and says that Bayley has requested her rematch after losing to Asuka, Cohen, in under 5 minutes via submission, and he's granting it at NXT TakeOver 100 when Bayley will challenge Asuka for her NXT Women's Championship back. The fans clap and chant for Bayley. He then says and looks up, showing the cage above everyone's head. And the NXT champ breaks out as William Regal begins to speak. Regal says that tonight in the main event, Cohen, all former NXT heavyweight champions will face off inside that cage for a chance to main event NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 100 against Mr. NXT for the heavyweight championship. So tonight, says Regal, it's Andrade Cien Almas versus the
Glorious one.
Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre inside a cage to make sure, Cohen, no funny business goes down and we have a clean main event. So Bayley and Asuka, and then the winner of these three right here will face off against Mr. NXT to headline TakeOver 100. Drew McIntyre is getting better. Regal looked good. No skill improvements. 88B+. Let's go on and see what our next match was. And a decent match. Pete Dunne defeats Oney Lorcan in 13-14 with the bitter end. Pete Dunne is getting better at his gimmick. This match got the crowd buzzing. Corn 66 for Pete Dunne. 53 for Oney Lorcan. So very solid here in this match. Going 68C+.
Okay.
All right, next up. A graphic cone. Here it is. It's hyping them. They're coming soon.
Street Profit.
We love the Street Profits here in this house. We're going to go ahead and just... do we want to turn him already? He's heel. We need to get him face, but if we turn him... We haven't used him yet. But he's probably... We're probably going to really... we'll complete the...
Maybe...
We'll hold off for a bit.
Yeah.
81B+, because we want to try to not take
Build him up before.
Yeah, we don't want to really take the negative turn bonus. So 81B+, but Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford Cone are coming. 81B here. In the next match, Sanity defeats Van Slyke and Fontaine, two local jobbers who we'll never use again, Cohen. When Alexander Wolf defeated Van Slyke and pinfall with a double tree, these guys were just used to put over Sanity. They were jobbers. 59 and 62 for Sanity. 15 and 22. Ugh, not great. Dane was good. Wolf was great. That's great. 41D+ here, Cohen. Not much to say about this match other than Sanity is getting revved up. And I will, spoiler alert, Sanity will be in one of the contenders matches for the NXT United States Tag Team Championship slot. Will they advance to have a match for the titles? I don't know, but they're going to be in one of the matches for sure. 41D. All right, next up, a video hyping House NXT airs and then shifts to the Revival, which then shifts to the 27 times undefeated NXT Tag Team Champions, Authors of Pain. All three teams, Cohen, will be here next week. So we need to mess with the Authors of Pain gimmicks. Ciampa came across well. The program has advanced with the segment. And I just realized that I forgot to put in all my new storylines that I had already... Well, we're obviously running our stories, but I forgot to put them in. So we're going to get a big negative bonus at the end of the show because I forgot to add those in. So I'm kind of nervous now to see what our rating is going to be. But 86C+ hyping all three teams here next week, Cohen.
Hashtag DIY for the win.
Oh, hashtag DIY
Didn't
for the win.
happen.
All right. Next up, and about that, as superb wrestling and a decent reaction, Asuka, Ruby Riott, and the iconic duo defeat Bayley, Becky, Carmella, and Sasha when Asuka defeats Sasha Banks by submission with the Asuka lock. Gave the crowd a breather. All high ratings. This was an eye candy-based match. We did it just to break it up. 71C+. Cohen, now the bell sounds after the match thanks to the accidental distraction and interference by Carmella against Sasha Banks. Sasha has just been beaten by Asuka. As Sasha is coming to, expecting Bayley to be at her side, Bayley is checking on Carmella and telling her it's okay and that it was an accident. And the camera catches Sasha's face fuming. Cohen, we'd expect, Bayley, Sasha's best friend, to be checking on Sasha because she took the loss because of Carmella's accidental interference. But unfortunately, Bayley is more concerned with Carmella, so that's all right. It is what it is. Bayley, Peyton, and Ruby came across well. Next up, Cohen, the camera finds William Regal in his office with some paperwork, who looks up as Adam Cole enters the scene. Adam Cole, getting to the point, tells William Regal he hasn't been himself lately and feels unlike himself as far as it goes. Adam Cole says he knows this isn't the best time, but he's asking for some time off from NXT to do some soul searching. William Regal thinks for a moment, but then quickly accepts, saying he understands the need to recharge your batteries as a former wrestler and to take as long as he needs. But when he returns, he needs to be returning and ready to go. Adam Cole shakes William Regal's hand and leaves. So Regal was good here, 85B+. Next up, Cohen, we're shown a graphic that's stating next week in the main event, the returning Hideo Itami will take on Aleister Black. The winner heading to NXT TakeOver 100, Cohen, to challenge the NXT Junior Heavyweight Champion and Mega 12's Victor, Roddy Strong. Roddy versus the world. It'll be Roderick Strong versus Hideo Itami or Aleister Black. 82B. And now here's what we're going to do, guys. We have Andrade Cien Almas, Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre. We always book to see who's going to win, but Cohen, this time I didn't do it. I'm going to let the game decide who wins. See what happens.
What match? The tie match?
No, the main event.
Oh.
In a superb match, Cohen's Bobby Roode, all right, defeats Andrade Cien Almas and Drew McIntyre in a 1-versus-1 cage match in 22 minutes, Cohen, when Bobby Roode defeated Andrade Cien Almas by pinfall with the payoff. 74 for McIntyre, 76 for Roode. Andrade Cien Almas with a 69. No skill improvements, but Cohen, there you have it, our main event for NXT TakeOver 100. I said it'll be the glorious one, Bobby Roode taking on Mr. NXT with the misses. Can he defeat him? I don't know. We'll have to see. 71C plus, Cohen. Let's see what our show rating is. We're going to get, look at this. All right, increased in 34 ratings. This probably would have been a 76 to a 78, but unfortunately, I forgot to put the other storylines in, Cohen. My fault. I caused our negative bonuses. But this was NXT The Game Season 2, Episode 93 of NXT TakeOver TV. We'll be back in a couple days and have a
glorious rest of your day. And guys, the announcement I was going to say is, make sure to check out my channel.
Oh, yeah, guys, we'll be putting in our comments Cohen's channel coming soon. We'll go ahead and...
we also have one still.
Yeah, Cohen has a channel that he does for his...
wrestling.
Well, wrestling, Overwatch, stuff like that. Stuff he just streams. But anyways, this was NXT The Game TakeOver 93. It was the team of Mike and Cohen, bro. The rest of you guys have a
glorious
rest of your day.